What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another episode of review, I should say, of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, episode 3. Well, season 3, episode 7. We're all the guilty. Girl, I don't even feel like doing that intro over because it is what it is. That's just how I felt about this episode. Because at this point, we really are getting into the reason why a lot of us did not like and see it for Kanan, okay? We are getting into his villain era, all right? And the persona that he's truly came to be. And I don't like it. I mean, even though we already know, it's just the way that he's going about it. He's young. And I'm like, oh my God. And so my thing is, so in this season, I'm pretty sure he's like 16 now, right? He got to be around 15, 16 years old, right? And so my thing is, because Jukebox, she 18, she about to graduate from high school, if she hasn't already. And my thing is, when are we going to meet Tommy and Ghost? When do they come into play? Because we see Famous and we realize that Famous is no longer around. He wasn't even friends with Kanan no later. We don't even know what happened to Famous. We don't remember if they mentioned whether or not Famous got killed, Famous just moved on or whatever, because then when Kanan got out of jail, it was all about getting back at Ghost and Tommy because Ghost and Tommy played him, right? And Tasha. So I'm just trying to figure out where did that kind of play in. Somebody said, well, we'll get there. But when the episode pops on, I just got questions about Ronnie. Ronnie, you did all of this. And I understand that Kanan already had an operation up. Is my lip posted? Okay. Kanan already had an operation going, so of course y'all gonna go ahead and latch over there. But it feels more so like Kanan is running things. This 16, 15-year-old boy is running things, and you're just playing muscle / bodyguard for him. That's what it is. Because when we open up this episode, we see Paul over there in his apartment listening to Arrested Development. Okay, that was my song. That was my group back in the day. Imagine, I was young as ever, but I love their songs or whatever. So he listened to the song or whatever, woo, 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 and they just busted to the apartment. And then Ronnie, he was like, what you doing? What you doing up in my place? Baby, Ronnie punched him dead in his stomach. And see, this is the part that got me. And I forgot to mention this last week. When they took that picture up in that club and the way Ronnie was standing there with them, but it looked like he just walked up and he was just trying to get in. But he was just standing there straight. Everybody else like this and, giving all the poses and stuff. And Ronnie is like this. I said, what was the point of you being up in the picture? Anybody will spot you out a mile away because we just know you don't laugh. You don't have no type of excitement, no expressions or anything. He punched that man in his stomach and took him out the apartment. And baby, before he could leave out the apartment, do you know what this man did? He picked his jacket up off the floor and moved one of the missing hooks, moved the other jacket that was already up on the little hooks to the other one, and then put that jacket on. I said, we're not in prison. Don't come up in here trying to fix my stuff, okay? Because I'm pretty sure you had to put your stuff in order. And I'm sitting here like, were you in prison or was you in military camp? Because it's giving that, And I'm just sitting here like, girl, what is happening? So basically, what wound up happening is, they brought him down to Kanan's apartment. Paul is like, yo, Kanan, I was just playing because you tell them that I was good. I'm good and all this stuff. I'm not going to go to the police since everything is cool. And he was like, I said, no, you're not gonna stay. Like, Kanan is really feeling himself right now. He is feeling himself so hard, and I'm just hoping for a downfall. Like, I can't wait till the downfall come because I just hate the way that he getting here. It's not honest to me. I just but he like, I told my guy Ronnie what you said about going to the police, and he not here for that. Like that. I said, wait a minute, what? Why Ronnie was all up in his neck like this? I said, Ronnie, back the back. You ain't got to do all of that to intimidate me, baby. I look at you and I'm already like this. You ain't got to be all up in my face like that, okay? I'm just sitting here like, girl, are they finna kill Paul up in Kanan's apartment? Or I should say famous apartment? Baby, they was in the midst of doing all this. Let me tell you something. Paul said, I was just saying I was going to talk to the police, but I wasn't going to do it. Ronnie said, things is worse when you say you're going to do it instead of you actually doing it. I said, oh. Ronnie talks with this specific type of cadence. That cadence. I be sitting here like, you not gonna change at all. He said, no, girl, this is what you get. I said, all right. It's doing its job, I guess. It's doing its job. Next thing you know, we see Famous walking down the hallway smoking a cigarette. And I said, Famous, what are you doing here? Girl, Famous came there to go pick up the rest of his stuff. He walked in on them and Paul on the couch with Kanan and Ronnie. And was like, what the fuck are you doing here? He was like, my bad. You know, I was just trying to get the rest of my stuff. And he was like, I was just trying to get the rest of my stuff. You know, but I'll leave. I'll come back later. Here go, Ronnie. You ain't gotta leave. I said, yes, the fuck I do. I said, Famous, get the hell up out of there. Get the hell up out of there. So at this point, you know, it was bothering me the way they did this because, you know, Paul had to do what he had to do. They done scared Paul so bad, Paul done pissed on himself. So they finna take Paul, I guess, back to his apartment, make him clean up and all that stuff. And, you know, scare him and intimidate him a little bit more. Kanan said, Famous, by the time I get back, you better be gone, okay? That's just what it is. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, okay. You know, so Famous up in there trying to get the rest of his stuff. He cleaned out his drawers and everything. And he goes behind the stand and he got that gun. So he puts it in his bag, right? Because at first he was going to put it in his pants. I said you should have put it in his pants, okay? So that you can go ahead and quick draw if you need to, because Ronnie looked like he was ready to take him out, all right? And you possibly might need to take out Kenny, at least pop him in the kneecap, okay? Something got to happen to inhabilitate this man, okay? He getting on my nerves. Kanan is getting on my nerves, okay? But at the same time, it is called Raising Kanan, and so this is what he's developing into. And so Kanan had walked, because Famous put the gun in his duffel bag. And so as he walking out, he was about to go out, they coming in. And Ronnie like, what's in the bag? And it was like, my stuff? That's what's in the bag? It was like, where you going? I'm going back home to my mama. It was like, why you going there? It was like, what is it about? Because she want me there. What is it about you that your mama wants you there? I said, what? I said, excuse me. Why would you ask that boy that? What is it about you that your mama, that makes your mama want you back in your house, at her house? He said, because that's my mama. I'm his son. I'm her son. It was like, I'm my mama's son too. Can't stand that bitch. I said, wait a minute. He said something like that, like she don't want me. Okay, I said, I can see why, Ronnie. Rondell, you gotta stop it. Okay, you need to go to therapy and get all of them feelings, some childhood feelings out, because this ain't it. You intimidate. Why would you ask somebody that? And it was like, okay, you know, but he gotta go to his mama house. And I was just like, And he was like, you know, Kanan told me that you be talking and you like to talk a lot and say stuff. I said, now, Kanan, this is where I was completely done with Kanan. This whole episode, I was done with him, but this is where I initially started to be done with him for real, because my whole thing is, you worried about Famous snitching and talking and all this stuff, but yeah, you chattering to Ronnie about Famous and saying what he did or what you assume he did. He didn't even do nothing. He didn't say nothing about you to the cops. He didn't say nothing about the operation. He didn't even say nothing about your mama, okay? He ain't say nothing about anybody. They talked to him about what he did, which was commit a murder, okay? That had nothing to do with y'all. He didn't bring up nobody's name or anything, and you gonna tell Ronnie? Girl, He probably didn't tell Ronnie the specifics, of course, but he told Ronnie enough for Ronnie to come at him like that. And I'm just sitting here like, you know what, Kanan? And then he just standing back there laughing and smirking. And I'm like, that used to be your boy. That literally was your boy. And you dropped feelings for him that quick? And I was just like, that's some weird shit. That's some, that goes to show you cannot trust Kanan, and Kanan is all for himself. But then Kanan did have to step in because Ronnie, Famous was like, tell him, Kanan, I ain't gonna talk. I don't never talk. He was like, yeah, he keeps his mouth closed most of the time. I said, why would you do that? Let that boy go. I said, Famous, get the hell up out that apartment. He finally go home. And I keep on thinking about when I be looking at Rock's video for this, and she be like, Famous, just go home to your mama. Just go home to your mama. And the whole time I'm like, no, girl, the mama is the one that kicked him out. The mama is the one that kicked him out. So I'm surprised that he's back at home. I feel like it was one of those situations where she had to teach him a lesson, you know. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm pretty sure he's the one that went on here and went back to the house and groveled and said, Mama, can I come back? And it probably didn't take that much for her to say, yes, son, come back, because she missed him. And you could tell about the demeanor when we see him in his bedroom, and she comes in and look at him and, you know, can tell because he was putting the gun away in his closet. And she could tell that something was wrong. She didn't see what he was doing, but she was just making sure everything was okay. She was about to fix lunch. He even asked if you want me to help. She was like, no, I got it. I was like, oh, this is different Famous, okay? But she was like, Mijo, are you okay? He was like, yeah, I'm good, Mom. I'm just glad to be home. Listen, I'm glad that you're back. You know, I'm upset at the fact that I did have to kick your ass out. But I'm glad that you back now. Okay, Sean. I said, oh my God. Now, is this the first time that we found out that Famous name is Sean? I was like, oh, if it is, and if maybe I forgot, but this is the first time I can remember hearing that his name is Sean. So therefore, Kanan named his son after Sean, which is Famous. Somebody else said to me, you know who you are. They said it in on Twitter. They was like, what if Aisha is his baby mama? And by looking at this episode, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Okay. So we got that out the way. Meanwhile, we got this whole situation with Detective Howard. Howard is over there trying to talk to the FBI people, right? He talking to them, talking to their dude, and of course, last week when we ended the episode, they were looking into Marvin, okay? They wanted to look into him. So, of course, Howard is there to give him a little bit of information just to say that, you know, he's a hungry dude on the street. You know what I'm saying? He do what he got to do and all this stuff, woo, woo, woo. Giving him something, but not enough, you know? And he trying to keep him at bay, but not give too much. But he trying to get more information out the FBI dude, and he won't give it to him because he's not on the case, and it's like a narcotics case or whatever. Remember, Detective Howard was trying to get that position because the other police officer detective was leaving in the narcotics division that was going to be the head, and so he's trying to get his position. He does get word that he unofficially got the position, but it's still some paperwork and stuff that he got to go through to officially get it. Okay, fine. So while he in there talking to the FBI dude, he winds up seeing Scrap Mama talking to Detective Ping, right? This is the detective that she always goes to when she needs some help or whatever. They got a little repertoire. So, you know, he told the FBI dude, yo, you can listen to Ping. He got some more information. He'll probably help you, right? Just to get over there to Scrap Mama. Switch them out, right? Go ahead and start talking to her. Oh, girl. Do I gotta sneeze or what? Go ahead and try to talk to her. And she at first was a little bit resilient because, you know, she was like, Detective Ping, that's who she's, you know, comfortable with. But he was like, you know, trying to butter her up because, you know, I guess to me, it kind of felt like black to black, you know, we the same people, so let's talk, and I get it. And she basically said, I wanted to talk about a murder. Okay, I want to report a murder. I'm telling y'all, just like I've been saying, my son did not off himself. He was murdered, okay? And, you know, he was like, well, tell me what you know. She said, I can't tell you who said it. You know how it works out here. And he was like, well, if you want me to try to look into this and investigate or whatever, and you want this to get cleared and all this stuff and something to happen like you've been saying, then you have to tell me somebody. You got to tell me something. I'm not going to say nothing. And she was like, okay, Lou Thomas. I said, God damn it. Baby, me and Howard was like, motherfucker. So at this point, Howard had to go over there and talk to Rock. Girl, Rock, let me tell you something. You need to get your brother, okay? Get your baby brother because he up here spilling beans and stuff. I was like, what you talking about? He done told Scrap. He went over there to Scrap Mama house and told him everything about how Scrap died. You need to handle this stuff. So, of course, Rock had to tell Marvin. Marvin had to go down there and tell Lou. Lou is up in that damn studio slash bar, and he basically is drunk. He ain't drunk at that moment, but he drinking. Marvin is telling him, do you understand what you just did? Because Raquel said, you got to clean this up. Tell him that he got to clean this shit up. I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness. And every time, when somebody say in these type of situations with these type of people, you got to clean that up. That means that there's another death that has to happen. And now you are in your feelings and on your conscience. It's the fact that you killed the innocent person, and at this point, even Raquel had to remind Detective Howard because he was like, y'all over there messing shit up. She said, you better be careful because at the end of the day, if we don't take care of this, you know that this could come back to your ass because you the one that gave us the information and told us that he was the one that was snitching. Okay, and I had forgot that did happen. And anyway, so basically Marvin had to go over there and tell Lou, listen, you got to fix this. You got to clean this up. So you got Scrap's murder of an innocent person on your brain, messing with your conscience so heavily that you're drinking, trying to drink it away. Solange said you can't, okay? You ain't listen to Cranes in the Sky. I tried to drink it away, Okay, anyway. No, girl, you can't do it, sir. You cannot do it because it's still going to be with you, And now you got this on you because this how messed up he was. And I have never, in all of the years that I have been drinking alcohol, and I'm not a heavy alcohol drinker. Like, I don't need alcohol to go out and have a good time. I'll drink socially when I go out if I want to, and it ain't even that much sometimes, or I drink before I leave, something like that. But depending on the environment. But I have never been so damn drunk that I forget what I did the night before or what I did when I was getting drunk, that I miss hours or days of time. That's exactly what happened to Lou. When Marvin told him what he did, Lou said, what? I don't remember going over there talking to Scram Mama. What are you talking about? I said this fool was that damn drunk that he don't even remember driving. And that's bad because not only was he that drunk, he was drunk driving. Okay. And he went over there and told his mom, Scrap Mama, all this stuff and didn't even remember it. And so at the end of the episode, what we saw was, he had to go over there and take care of it. Mind you, he's sitting in the car with Marvin and he's drinking. He's drinking. He is drunk. And even Marvin said, this is the problem. And he was like, this ain't no problem. This is a symptom. He was like, well, Scrap Mama is a symptom. What you got right now is the disease. Okay. I said, well, shit. Yeah. Marvin really is acting like the big brother now. Okay. Because at one point, you forget that Marvin is older than Raquel and Lou, And now you could tell, especially when it comes to Lou. Okay. And then he gets out the car. He is wobbling, stumbling. He gets up there to the freaking door. He knocks on the door and he takes a swig again. I said, oh my God, Lou. I just felt like he was going to mess up and she was going to be able to overpower him. But unfortunately, that ain't what happened. He did shoot her, And it just came out of nowhere. He said some words or whatever, and next thing you know, pop, dead in the forehead. I said, for a nigga that's drunk as shit, that aim was really cute. Okay, it was crystal clear. He target practice. Pop, one and done. I said, oh my God. Now the way they had Scrap Mama flat back like that, I said, you know what? It reminded me of, and I hated this. I hated the way that they did this. Y'all remember Star and Grandma Ruby? And when they came in, and then she was like, if you gonna shoot me, motherfucker, then shoot me. And them two motherfuckers let off that whole, both of them had machine guns in their hands. And they just, pop, 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 pop. I said, really? And she was just like this. I said, oh my God, why did y'all do that to that old lady? That's the whole thing. I was thinking about that when Lou put that bullet up in that lady's head like that and she fell back on her table. I said, oh my God, this is messed up. This is so messed up. Meanwhile, you got Raquel. She over there taking over what Unique did. You know what I'm saying? She goes over there to the guy that Unique went to at first. He was like, listen, Unique dead, so that that deal that I had with him is dead too. Because at the end of the day, it really wasn't working. He couldn't get it up and running the way that he thought he would. Raquel was like, no, I'm the type of person that I'm going to make business and we need different locations. We need multiple locations. You know, she convinced him and he was like, okay, cool. Because at first he said no. But then he was like, you know what? I'm going to give you 2 months, okay? So she goes down to the Chinese spot. They was up in there like, listen, we don't want no problems, okay? We a little bit scared. Unique ain't here no more. And I was like, we ain't trying to have nothing like this going on. And Raquel tried to convince them, like, no, Unique, it was Raquel and Marvin was with her. And they was like, no, what happened to Unique wasn't nothing to do with the business. We know what it looked like when somebody is dealing with the business and they get got from the business. And this wasn't it. That was some personal stuff that was going on. Some other stuff, obviously. And so, you know, she was like, I want to know, like, do you have any other locations or whatever? And they was like, they don't own this place. I think they said the brother does or the father does or whatever, whoever. There was an older gentleman and he owns like 20 locations. He was already sitting there. They went over there to talk to him and basically he said, it's cool or whatever. I just want a percentage of your business. Raquel said, cool. He gave them a list of, you know, all of the restaurants. She went around doing her little decoy, her little, you know, research and looking at the ins and out on the outside, how they were delivering, picking up and all this stuff, whatever. At one point, she went into one of the restaurants, where the shipping place where they get the cookware, tableware, all that stuff and provide supplies to these restaurants. She goes in there talking to the receptionist, asking what do they supply, and she tells them. And then this Asian man comes out and he basically was like, well, we don't work with anybody else, but we only supply Chinese restaurants. And she was like, so what you trying to say? I can't have a Chinese restaurant? Well, we not finna work with your ass, okay? That's just all that it is. Basically, we don't do niggas, okay? That's just what it is. We don't do black folks. I said, wow. Oh, okay. Raquel said, you know, have a good day. And so they leave out, she do what she gotta do. Baby, we move on from that and let's get to Marvin. Marvin, I'm going to need you to cut Gerald loose at this point because when we talk about liabilities, this is a liability, okay? Because at the end of the day, I know he on this journey of trying to be peace and love a little bit or peace and light, okay? He trying to think before, you know, he speak and do things and think of other people's and be a good person while he being this, you know, street nigga and all that stuff. I get it. Sometimes some people need that and some people are just beyond help at this point. I feel like Gerald is beyond help because this would have been a moment, and I know some people probably would have been like, you know, they would have stayed there, tried to help and did all of this or whatever because they see he really, you know, in the bottom of the barrel with it right now. But I'm sorry, this probably would have been a moment where I would have jumped off the train and would have just said no. And I would have called CPS. I would have called CPS and I would have got some kids taken away. I'm sorry because he put them in danger. Marvin went over there to Gerald's house, right? He pulls up, he walking over there into the driveway, up into the thing, and he sees that his car windows are fogged up, which means that somebody is in there breathing or somebody, and for them to be that fogged up, and it's cold outside, that means that somebody been in there for a while. Why is it two little girls up in there? Them two little girls have been in there for over an hour. For the windows to be fogged up like that from their breath and all of that stuff. And ain't no heat on in that car. And so he opened up the door, he told them to get out, and they said he told them to stay up in there and that when he's ready, he'll come out there and get them. I said, what? Marvin took them up there and he knocked on the door, and it took a minute for him to open up the door. And when he opened up the door, bitch, he in a wife beater tank, okay, a white wife beater, and you see all of the fucking needle marks, the fresh needle marks in his arms, not just one, but both of them. I said, oh my God. And it was multiple. It was more than 3 on each arm. So that means that he was in there getting high for more than an hour. Okay. And you had them kids up in the car. I mean, it's one thing you trying to shield them away from it, but you left them in the car with no heat or anything. And like Marvin was saying, somebody could have came past and took them and all that. It was just something could have happened to him, and he trying to get down to the bottom of where they mama at. Come to find out, the mama gone. They don't know where the mama at. The mama left him when he was trying to get clean, and mind you, the mama was the one that turned him on to the drugs. I said, Lord have mercy. Marvin up in there playing Mr. Mom at this point, you know. Thank goodness he has a good heart, but I still would have called CPS. I would call Child Protective Services, because this is a danger. This is dangerous. Because that goes to show that he's done this more than once. He has done this more than once, and it only takes one time for things to go wrong. And that really pissed me off. That pissed me off. And y'all know I cannot stand when kids get... don't do nothing to kids. I really can't. You know, Marvin is a good dude. I'ma just say that. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to kick it. I said, boy, shut the fuck up. Joe made me so mad. He made me so mad. I said, Marvin, he is a liability. Get him out of here, okay? Distance yourself away from this man. Meanwhile, we got the situation going on with Ronnie and girl. Ronnie was sitting on that couch in Unique's house with Juliana, and they kissing. Didn't I say she liked him? Something about him, that bad boy mystique that he had going on, it was intriguing to her. I had never felt so uncomfortable in my life looking at somebody kiss. When I tell you there's no chemistry between them, and I was just like, so you mean to tell me Ronnie out here getting ass? I just cannot see him doing nobody at this point, because, well, doing people that way, because it just looked like he just be stiff in missionary style, like, or he'll just have her bent over and just one position. As soon as he get his one nut, it's over, it's done when he don't care about if she gets some, okay? He don't look like the type that gives oral or anything like that. And he don't even look like the type that like to get his sucked. He just don't give me that. Baby, the way, oh my God, it felt like it hurt when Juliana was on there trying to kiss him and he had his glasses off. And you would think that'd be the moment where you just melt, like you just let your defenses down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You get a little loose, you get into it, you hold on to your little lady or whatever. Y'all making out, doing y'all thing and all that stuff. Ronnie is sitting there the same way that he stand up with his arms by his side. I said, what the fuck is that? Baby Juliana like, I'm just trying to make you feel good just the way that you make me feel good. I said, now how the fuck he make you feel good? Please explain that to me and let us see it. Because I need proof. I need proof. When I tell you that man was so damn stiff and not in the places that I think he should be, I said, And I was so glad when Panessa came in and broke that shit up. He was like, what are you doing here? First of all, this is still Unique's house, and I'm staying at my mama's house, but you supposed to be at your mama's. Well, yeah, I had to go get some stuff for Jerome. That's what it is. Like, calm the fuck down. Get your ass out of here. What? Girl, and then here goes Juliana basically putting it up in his head. You're going to have to take care of that. She ain't going to do nothing. Pranessa is family. I said, Juliana, you really just want to see everybody in the dirt. You really just want to see everybody in the dirt. Okay, you are bloodthirsty. I just feel it. And I see why you and Ronnie together at this point. And so, because she just put it up in there like, family be the worst enemies. Okay, so like, you need to be watch your back. Girl, Pranessa getting out the car at her mama house and Ronnie is there. So this your mama's house? I was like, nigga, what? I was just getting some things. You need to watch yourself, okay? Because Jerome is the only thing that he got left. I said, so you're threatening to take her out if she don't mind her business? Because she did ask, why you up here with that Colombian lady from the store? I said, what? I said, Ronnie, you done took your brother out. Please leave Pranessa alone. Leave her alone, please, okay? So you got that going on. And we get over here with Kanan, right? Jukebox, she has a photo shoot. First of all, she did get accepted. She met the qualifications to go to the Army. She do meet with a recruiter from the Army and, going over what field she can go into. And it's just not going well. I honestly, if this is really what Jukebox wanted, I just don't understand the attitude that she be having when she comes to these places. No, like they wasting her time. You are the one that wanted to get involved with them. You know what I'm saying? So she needs to fix her face with that. Then she up there with the group, right? They doing the photo shoot. They got them dressed in the same clothes, different colors. She had on green, hunter green. Crystal had on blue, and then Aisha had on red, right? And so, Miss Lady, manager of the group, she come through saying, okay, y'all look good. Now I need y'all to take different photos of everybody at the front. Crystal pops up and she want to go first. Of course, Crystal is one of those people who will cause a group to break up because her main ambition is to go solo and to be a solo artist. And some people just can't start off as solo artists. So they have to have a group behind them so that they can get acclimated that way and the public can get used to them that way. And then they can go off and branch out to be a solo artist. But see, Crystal the type of person that'll branch off and be a solo artist and flop. And that'll be it. She'll put out a semi-hit, not a real hit, a semi-hit, because she thinks she's a little bit bigger than what she is, okay? She'll bite off more than what she chew. And that's what she gives, right? And so you got that going on. Aisha do her thing, I guess, the other girls do too. Next thing you know, we see another date where they was up there rehearsing, and then Kanan was there. Kanan was there with Aisha, or for Aisha, but Kanan was talking to Crystal, and I said, oh hell no, I'm not here for that. So now we get it that Crystal or I should say Kanan and Aisha are together. I feel bad for Jukebox, okay, because at this point it's like, can the girl have a friend who is just her friend, or a girlfriend that's just for her and not for everybody else? She needs somebody that's really, really solid and that ain't got no other drama that's dealing with her family involved in it, right? And so, they get into it a little bit because Kanan, she was talking about the fact that he hanging with the people that she don't fuck with. These older people, and especially the reputation of Pop and Snap. Like, they used to rob banks back in the day. So you mean, and now they sell drugs. So you trying to learn how to rob. They teaching you how to rob stuff. And here go Aisha. I mean, they old as hell. They like 100 years old. Because Tanny said, they don't even do that no more. I said, nigga, shut the fuck up. Every time he opens up his mouth these days, I'm just irked, okay? I'm just irked. I just want him to go, okay, just, And at this point, Aisha and him finna go out and go to the movies. When they leave out, what's her name? Jukebox went over there to Crystal and said, Aisha and Kanan are together, so you need to watch yourself. And I said, that ain't that. What you just did was put a battery into her back to tell her, try it. Instead of step away, I'm finna go full force into it. I said, oh my goodness, I can see it coming already. Meanwhile, Kanan and Aisha, they're at the movie theaters. And see, I'm confused by this point. Because earlier, Juke had came into the bathroom and Aisha was up in there throwing up. And she had been throwing, because according to Crystal, she called her puke box because that's all she do is throw up. She's been throwing up a lot lately. So I'm sitting here like, what is this? Is this some Halle Bailey type of stuff? No shade. Like, girlfriend, are you pregnant? I'm confused. Are you pregnant or is it an ED? An eating disorder. Is that what it is? Like, what's going on? Because when she's up in a movie theater with Kanan, first of all, they the only ones there. They in the back row. They making out, kissing, all this stuff. He trying to touch all on her. She telling him to stop. Maybe we moving a little bit too fast and all this stuff. And, he wanted to go all the way and all this stuff. And she like, no, why we always got to do this or whatever. And he was like, well, fine. She was like, because I'm ready to go. Since that's what you want to do, I'm ready to go. And she was like, the way that she was speaking was as if they haven't went there yet. So I'm confused. But see, Kanan gonna call her a little girl. I said, what the fuck? Because she didn't want to put out. She ain't want to give you none right there. So she a little girl. And I said, you a little boy trying to play things. What are you talking about? And then she was like, I'm finna go. And she was like, you not going to take me home? He said, I'm finna stay here and watch the movie. Finish the rest of this movie. You know how to get on the train. I said, what the fuck is going on with this nigga? I said, you know what? Oh, Kanan, you are an asshole. Pure asshole. I said, nah, you ain't have to do that. So of course Aisha had told what's his name? What's her name? Jukebox, what happened? Jukebox came over there to his place. Mind you, them niggas was trying to stop her, and it took Ronnie to come out the door and say, that's Kanan's cousin. I said, what? Let her in there, and they going back and forth at each other, because she like, what the fuck you doing with him? What the fuck are you really doing? And Aisha told me the shit that you said with at the movies and all that stuff. She coming down on him and basically told him, you just a little boy trying to show out to your mama and try to prove a point to your mama that you grown and you still just a little boy. I used to wipe your ass when you used to piss on yourself and shit like that. And she's really pissed off about what's going on. And she see the change that's happening with him and she's not here for it. They get into it. She leaves out. Ronnie said, you want me to talk to her? I said, no. No, Ronnie. Katie said, no, you don't got to talk to her. You don't talk to none of my family. I said, I was just like, oh my God, that is so, he is so irritated. And then Jukebox went back and told Rock what was going on. And she just basically summed it up to him and said, Kanan didn't change. He is changing and he has changed, okay? And was like, I can't wait till she confront Pops and Snaps next week. I was like, oh, it's about to be on, baby. But you got that happening. Also, at one point, I need them to just put out there what happened to Lou and them daddy, okay? Because the mama popped up at the bar and was like, oh, so this is what you got your work into, you working in at this place. Your daddy was in something like this and that's what killed him. He said, this ain't kill him. That ain't what killed him. I said, then what killed him? Because this is the second time that he said that. And I'm like, did the mama have something to do with it? Because you implying that, And she literally just came down there to get some money from her because Rock was short, according to her, and she got bills to pay. He threw down some money that he said he had. He said, look, this all that I got right now. She said, so you part owner to this bar and this all that you can give your mama? I said, you ungrateful bitch. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because that's all it is. That's all it is. And then you know what? I don't know why it's giving me the feeling because he drunk as shit and you just never know what drunk people may do. If Shirley and Lou fuck around, I would be done with this show because it's giving me them teas. Cause she just be popping. I know still own the bar, right? But she just be popping up, and she just be popping up at the times where he be going through it, and he needs somebody to talk to, but he don't really do that. But he was like, cause she was like, so that's your mom, huh? Yeah, that's what the paperwork say. And I'm sitting here like, this is the second time that you popped up today. He was listening to Famous song, and I was like, Famous, please don't put that song out. Because Famous basically confessed on that song. If you listen to the lyrics when Luke was sitting there playing that back in the earlier episode, in the early parts of the episode, I was like, oh my God. That's why Shirley was like, it feels like deep and all this stuff. She said, and he go, Lou, that's because it's real and it's true. I said, well, you didn't have to put that out there like that. Lou, you're going to have to shut your fucking mouth. Lou talk more than Famous now, okay? And y'all remember, we couldn't stand Famous. Now, Lou, bitch. Oh, my God. Y'all think Lou coming to season 4? Do y'all think he coming to season 4? I don't know, y'all. And then you want to know, I just want to know what happened to Famous. I want to know who's going to be the one to do whatever it is to Famous. And if Kanan got the balls enough to do it, like... And I feel like he probably did, and that's why he felt guilty enough to name his son after him. That's what I feel like. And you know what? He ain't nothing but a do-dirt nigga, and he has proven himself to be one. Because after he got into it with, or got told off by Jukebox, right? Because Jukebox said, I told you not to play with her. That's the one thing that I told you not to play with her. Because then he gonna say something. She said like probably somebody else speed or maybe your speed. I said, listen, or your type or whatever. I said she wanted her to be her type, but no, she saw you and got hooked on you, nigga, and you up here playing games. And do you know what this fool did? Do you know what this fool did? Crystal called his ass up and he went to her place. Crystal, you a whore. And Kanan, you a do-dirt whore ass nigga too. Anyway, that was the episode, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it, bitch. Oh, yes. Detective Burke, her daddy came up there to get her stuff. Now, let me tell you something, Detective Howard. You gonna have to stop this. You killed that girl. And you going up there to the dad. It's one thing that you killed her. It's another thing that you stood up at her funeral and gave her eulogy, lying all up on there. And now you up here talking to the daddy, seeing if he okay, if he needs somebody to talk to. And if you need somebody to talk to, you can hit me up. And he like, I'll do that. So the daddy winds up contacting Shannon. Is Shannon? Nope, Shannon Burke, that's the daughter name. Her ex-girlfriend, the one that tried to talk to him at the funeral, he apologizes and was like, do you know why she did this? Listen, you said that she was, stuck on this thing with Burke, Detective Howard, and thinking that he was doing some stuff, whatever. She said, listen, I don't know why she did anything. I'm not touching this Burke stuff or whatever. I mean, this Detective Howard stuff. I'm not touching that at all. I don't want to be involved in none of that, okay? But I know what killed her. It probably was me. It probably was you. It probably was the job. It was this. At the end of the day, we both lost her, okay? There's nothing that we could do about it, but I hope you have a good day. Mama got the fuck up out of there. She said, listen, you didn't want to talk to me when I wanted to talk to you, and I would have probably told you some shit. But right about now, because remember, Detective Howard basically came at her and said, shut the fuck up, okay, if you know what's good for you. That's why she said what she said. I said, Now, in these next 3 episodes, I need drama out the ass. At least I give you one more episode. But 8, 9, and 10, drama. Ooh, I need to be like, oh shit, the whole time. That's what I need to be. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, this episode, and I will see you guys later. Man, y'all, I'm filming this Thursday night, Friday morning early. I was up. I had to watch it. I couldn't wait. Okay, and I wanted to get y'all this straight in the morning. But y'all enjoy it, and I'll see y'all later.